All right. I wanted to bring up this. This is this powder here. Okay, this is diatomaceous earth. It's not any illegal substance. There's a lot of it. If it was illegal, I'd be in big trouble. This is diatomaceous earth. It comes from these things called diatoms, and you can look them up. Diatom, diatom, or diatomaceous earth. You can look up that. I'm not going to go into the spelling of the whole thing. But I put it in. This diatomaceous earth is food grade. Very important to mention that it's food grade, because other diatomaceous earth is made for pool filters. You do not want to ingest it. This is food grade diatomaceous earth. It's a white color. I like the white colored food, and I put a little bit in my water, in my drinks, and whatnot. And it's good for the digestion, and it takes toxins out of the body. It's actually like a fiber. It bulks up some fiber. I wanted to mention that, and I also wanted to mention my Artemisia tea. Artemisia absinthium. Artemisia absinthium. Artemisia is actually wormwood, but it's not worms. What it does is it deworms you. If you have parasites, bugs, or anything in your system, wormwood is what you get. That I make a tea. I actually use stuff called hyssop, and I have a video on it. You can look up my tamarind absinthe tea. And I use Artemisia absinthium. It's where we get this drink called absinthe, which is banned, but this is not. It's not bad for you. It's very good for you. I'm not a doctor, but I drink it. I make my own absinthe tea, and I actually grow the absinthe and I cut it, and I have a video on how to do it. But if you ever want to get rid of stuff or get rid of infection in the body, Artemisia absinthium is the way to go. Now I mix it with mint and hyssop, which is licorice, and actually add some fennel to it. So I make my own mixture of licorice flavored fennel, and I add fennel and hyssop, which is it has a licorice. It's actual anise, if you can call that. So, and I use spearmint, which is good for you. Peppermint is good, but I don't use peppermint. But I do use a couple of different mints, yerba buena, and you can mix different mints in there. It gives it this minty flavor along with it. And absinthe is very bitter, so I grow my own stevia, which is low glycemic. And there's another plant I'm going to get that's a sugar plant, and I'm going to look at what the glycemic index is on it, but it's all natural sugar. If you're going to add sugar, you can add it to your lemonade or teas, or a sugary tea if you wish. I use kombucha tea. But I have a recipe, and the tamarind is what I use. It actually gets fluoride out of the system. It's got a twangy taste to it. Tamarind is another real good thing that's good for you. I just mentioned these food things that help the stomach to digest, because digestion is life. Now I mix my absinthe tea with different things. Like sometimes I mix it with a little tequila. Sometimes I can mix it with a little wine. Tonight I'm going to mix it with a sweeter wine, since it's a bitter drink, like a Muscat, and I have a Cabernet Sauvignon I might try, which is a little not as sweet. Might try to mix it with a little gin or something like that. But basically, you don't have to do an alcoholic drink out of it. But a little tequila actually does help deworm the body too. So take care. Have a good night.